So yeah, that set list was actually given to me by Luke. So at the end of the gig, I was at the stage waist high, and he came over and peeled it off the stage, and it was stuck down quite well. And he peeled it off, and it ripped all the way down the middle. You can see that the rip is kind of all the way down there, right down the middle. And there was just a moment when he sort of looked as though he was going to go, "Oh, I'll stuff it. I'm going to rip it up and throw it in the bin," but he didn't. Bless him. He pulled both bits off and gave them really, really carefully. Sort of handed them to me. And I know it's a rotten piece of paper, but it's probably one of my most prized possessions. It's certainly my most prized bit of memorabilia. I doubt very much whether anyone would be ever interested in buying it, but it doesn't matter anyway because it isn't for sale. I'm just trying to emphasise how some things are more important than money, and that will always be something that's really important to me. And I've had other set lists, printed ones, which are fine, they're great, but nothing quite like the first one that you get. And that's what hooked me, really. That's what hooked me completely. And that was when, that must have been something like August 2014, something along those lines. And that was it. I was hooked from then. I then found out that they were doing a big tour in 2014 towards the end, so that would have been October, I think. And that was when I started really going around and watching them for quite a few times. Up to that point, I'd seen them about 5 times. And then things started getting quite interesting because I found out about Strutters. There was about 400 people in it at the time. And I met one of my best Strutter friends as a result of being in Strutters and watching her travel around the whole country, seeing them for the whole tour at the end of 2014. So that was how I met Leslie Godwin, which is a whole nother story and a whole nother deal. So I'm gonna leave that till next time. So there's 3 little bits to this video. If I could work out how to flip the camera to and fro without actually having to turn it off, then I could have done it in one go. So I'm just going to put these up, put them on YouTube. If anyone wants to watch them, fine. If they don't, then I'm probably still going to carry on doing them, to be honest. If anybody wants to message me, if they have any stories that they want to record, video, or just sound, any stories about the first time they saw the Struts, or any other bands that you've been introduced to from them. That's how this thing's going to expand out, because I'm going to start talking about other bands. The first couple I really want to try and interview will be some of the support bands that I've seen over the time. But if anybody has any stories about the boys, seeing them for the first time, getting into them for the first time, or as I said, any other bands that you found as a result, then please just get in contact. Private message me if you like, or if you just want to record something and send it to me via WhatsApp. And obviously, if you do that, then I'm going to need your permission to put it on anywhere, which I'll do. But I would really like to do that. I want this to be, something that people get involved in and people like, and like to put things on. I am also going to post a link, as I said, in Strutters Social, and the other link I'm going to put, that will be to YouTube, and I'm going to put a YouTube link to Could Have Been Me from the Isle of Wight in 2014. So hopefully people will watch. If they don't, I'm still going to do it.